Welcome to the fifth part of the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knucks playthrough. And this is Sandopolis Zone. This is a zone that I'm glad I'm playing as Sonic and Tails through here because honestly I absolutely hate playing through Act 2 as Knuckles because it's an absolute nightmare and it's usually pretty easy to run out the 10-minute timer. And yeah, if I do a Knuckles playthrough in the future, it's probably going to be a bit of a mess. I prefer doing Sonic playthroughs. Plus, the game is partly called Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But it is also called and Knuckles, so I would like to show everything in the game off at some point. Anyways, this level really isn't all that bad. It's just, at least when you're playing through it as Sonic, it's a pretty neat looking desert level. Though when we're talking about desert levels, I wish the scrapped Sonic 2 level Dust Hill Zone would have became a thing because honestly that level looks so much better. That's how you do a desert level. Or the desert levels in Super Mario 3, those are pretty cool too. I believe that's the entire world too in that game. I plan on doing a Mario 3 playthrough at some point as well. I plan on doing many playthroughs in the future. It's just a matter of having the time and the proper mental health to be able to do so. Thought maybe there was a special ring over here, but apparently not. I know that there are a couple of them in Sandopolis, I just don't know exactly where they are. I try to be careful maneuvering through the sand, but there are some sections of the quicksand that you can actually sink down and find more parts of the level. Just I can't remember which ones do and which ones just have impending death. There's sand everywhere. This is Sandopolis Zone, and we're running through the sand. Although, when I was a kid, I always thought the sand looked more like cream of wheat. You know, that, like, would you consider that stuff to be like a cereal? Anyway, I don't know, for some reason, this, like, it just looked like cream of wheat with butter. Now I'm just getting really hungry looking at the Sandopolis sand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed out on a special ring that would have been up there. I missed my option to get that one. Whoa, what was that? Probably should have got crushed right there. All these crazy robots. I just remembered a random factoid that I remembered from the manual of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Knuckles' favorite food is grapes. Right on, because grapes are a pretty good fruit. I kind of got stuck there for a moment. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the whole summary. You can kind of sum up Sandopolis Zone with that phrase. I just kind of got stuck there for a moment. At least the music's pretty enjoyable too. At least you got that. Which really, any zone in Sonic 3 overall. Might as well just start saying Sonic 3. This is the Sonic 3 playthrough. It would have made sense to have like a special ring right there, but anyways, this is the halfway boss. can't hear you! There's a couple of different ways to battle this boss. Seems like, well, you could hit him in the head whenever he's looking at you like that. But you can also lure him over here to the sand where he will immediately die when he hits it. Which usually when I deal with this boss battle, that's what I do. And it looks like one more jump will go ahead and put him away for good. Yeah! That'll do it for Act 1. Oh, hey, some bonus rings. But yeah, that'll do it for Act 1. Looks like there's some shenanigans going on inside this pyramid. Okay, so one of the objectives in this act is to hit those light switches because these ghosts will start showing up if you don't. And the ghosts will start attacking you at a certain point, and they can be pretty annoying. Plus having the level shrouded in darkness is usually kind of annoying. Now this act isn't really as much of a nuisance when you're playing Sonic and Tails. But like I said, I can't stress enough how much hell the Knuckles playthrough is. But yeah, now that I hit that capsule there, it looks like the ghosts are going to start appearing. So I'll get that light switch. It's mostly because of those timer things where the platforms will block your path. That's mostly what becomes a nuisance in the Knuckles playthrough, because Knuckles doesn't move as fast as Sonic, and it's just easier to get held up. Speaking of getting held up, I think I got held up here for a second because I didn't know where exactly to go. Because recording this, most of this I went into in a single run. I hadn't really played all the way through this game as a whole in a couple of years. It's probably been more than 5 or 6 years, so I feel like it says something about my ability to play this game and how many times I'd played it growing up, since it didn't take me too long to get the overall hang of things here. I mean, there are plenty of times where I get hit and lose rings and what have you, but overall I'm going for a 100% run, and I managed to deliver the goods. That's what it's about, isn't it? Delivering some goods. Some goods and services. Which, buy my damn EP, those should be some goods and services for you. Yeah. It looks like I got held up there. I must have not have got one of them things back here. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I must have not have got a lot of... Okay, it's all good now. We got through that spot where I was previously held up. But now we gotta deal with those damn ghosts because they're starting to show up again. Yeah, I thought about going back for that bonus, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, out of all the zones in the Sonic and Knuckles half, I gotta say Sandopolis is my least favorite. Just because it's one of the slower zones to get through, and all the annoying stuff with the ghosts, and the first time I really made it here was in my first Knuckles playthrough, and yeah, it was just a mess. Looks like I'm one ring away from another extra life. Shouldn't be too hard to find one of those. There it is. Oh no, I got the speed power up. Yeah, there's a monitor back there that's like a Sonic shoe sprite, and it's a speed shoe power up. Makes Sonic go faster. You've probably seen it used many times in the previous playthroughs on the channel, as it is a staple of the early games. It's kind of like how in the Mario games where all the power-ups and all the cool things are in like boxes that you gotta bonk on your head. Everything in Sonic is TV monitors or computer monitors, and you gotta jump on them to get your power-ups. Oh, I think I know what's down there. That must be the boss. Okay, I was half right because it's probably up ahead somewhere, but yeah, that's how you know the boss is close, when you got those quick moving platform things. You see that wall back there that's meant for Knuckles only. Another one of them ghosts. I imagine there's a light switch at the bottom of this swing thing. There it is. I don't have enough rings to trigger one of the bonus sections, but it's all good. I feel like the bonus sections, I usually go out of my way to avoid them sometimes, just because they consume extra time in the playthrough, and I don't always need them. Okay, yeah, the boss room is right here. But since I ended up getting hit, it becomes pretty much a breeze. Usually I just go into these with invincibility frames and take a few bonks in the process. And yep, that's not gonna be a problem at all. Sandopolis Zone is complete! We will now move on to the Lava Reef Zone. This is another one of my personal favorites overall in this game, and the song here is absolutely slaptastic. You can't argue with tunes like that. I mean, honestly, this game has a banging soundtrack. I used to think one of the bigger highlights of my life was a few years back when I was watching some YouTuber, and I commented on their live stream, and they said, "Yeah, hey, Bagel Man, I'll definitely record Sonic CD on this channel at some point." And he never did. But it was cool to get a mention on somebody's live stream. Maybe one of these days I'll do some live streams on the channel and over on Twitch if I ever get my own internet. And since I currently live with family, I live in prehistoric times where internet is scarce. Makes it kind of a pain in the ass to upload stuff, to tell you the truth. But I manage. That's another reason that sometimes there's gaps in uploading, and why I don't upload stuff even more frequently. Hang on a sec. Yeah, there it is. There's a bonus ring up there. I knew that one was right there. It's one of the few in the Sonic & Knucks app where I know it is. But yeah, just go ahead and get one of the easier ones here again. That's kind of what it's about for now. Just get the easier ones out of the way. Not really sure what's going on with the color scheme of the floor tiles here. It looks like vomit. You got bright green and purple, and it just looks like vomit. Makes me want to vomit. Blah. Anyway, we get on with it here and get through this vomit special stage. I think there's only a few more of these Voucher left. And yep, that's the last 6 of them. And I believe that's only the 3rd Super World up to this point, to tell you the truth. Like I said, I didn't find most of these special rings, and I just went for it after the game. Anyways, we get back to the lava reef. The lava reef. I got Lava Reef Act 1 here. We're gonna get through it without any problems. Just gotta look out for them spike things. And it's honestly kind of hard to concentrate recording commentary over the Let's Play footage because the soundtrack's it's just so good. All the songs here are slaptastic. Oh yeah, I mentioned at some point earlier, yeah, my world famous jump cuts. There's one. Because I died maybe 2 or 3 times before I finally got through this freaking this part. So yeah, I'm glad that I went back, and the magic of video editing is something I'm glad I can do in the without I mean, when I don't record stuff live, it takes a little bit of that extra pressure off. It's kind of, I mean, I like to try to record Let's Plays live. Some stuff I'm just not that good at, and it's always good to be able to just go back and edit stuff. Sony Vegas is one of my favorite computer programs to use. That's actually how I recorded the Electric Moses EP. I mixed I mixed all of it in Sony Vegas. Oh hey, another jump cut. But hey, that's like I said, that's what Sony Vegas is for. But yeah, I will admit, I would say those are probably whenever I was playing through Lava Reef Zone, that's where I had most of my issues, was those stupid robots back there with the smoke clouds. Because they will take all your rings from you, kind of like those one fish in Hydrosity Zone do. But it's no longer a problem at this point, because we're now at the halfway boss. Which it looks like I'm knocking out a little quicker than I normally would on a good day. But yeah, you just gotta look out for this giant hand here, whatever it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be like a hand or a claw. Giant robot claw. But anyway, that giant robot claw is no longer an issue. Looks like that's going to be the end of part 5 here, folks. So I hope you'll tune in for the next part and the rest of this game as well. And I hope you'll check out the rest of the stuff on my channel, subscribe, and